I am Jake, the lead guitarist.
I'm Jess, and I play rhythm guitar and sing, lead singer.
I'm Charlie, and I play the drums.
I'm Don, and I play the bass.
I'm Matthew, and I play a bit of keys.
How did you all meet?
Well, the lads, like Dom, Charlie, Jake, were like a band before, and we met through school, like we met through doing shows and stuff, and I just approached them asking like if they needed a singer, and they were like, I mean, yeah, but like we don't really want lasses in the band. At first they were like, nah, we don't want lasses in the band, and then I sang like a song with them, and they were like, yeah, actually she's quite good, and that was about 2 years ago. So
Heightened a little bit.
yeah.
Okay.
Matthew.
Yeah, and then Matthew's just joined recently. Brilliant addition, but he's just joined because you met through college. So
like me, Charlie, and Jake do the same course at college, and we were just on about adding some synth keys. So yeah, they just asked us, and then been practicing with them since then.
All right,
that's fine. So who are your musical influences growing up?
who wants to go first?
Yeah. Go on, Matthew.
Me. Mac DeMarco. Oh, I knew you were gonna say that. Obviously, Mac DeMarco. Love Mac DeMarco. Stevie Wonder.
God.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder's good.
Stevie Wonder's brilliant. You don't have to laugh at it.
So yeah, that's it. Well, obviously a lot more, but I think they're the main ones.
Okay, Dominic.
I think the first got me into bass was you pushing me into it. But what I found fun about was like the proper mainstream indie bands, so like Arctic Monkeys, Oasis, like all them. Same with Stone Roses as well, you know, all that.
Go on,
I'm not sure. Like, I grew up with like a lot of madness and that in the house when I was growing up, and like Aretha Franklin and stuff. So they're probably what got me into music.
Yeah. Like growing up, like listening to like, you know, like the Beatles, like 60s and 70s music, and like, I mean, musical influences though, like female-led bands. I love like Blondie, PJ Harvey, she's a really good like solo artist. Yeah, like they're like two big musical influences. It was me as a performer and like my writing as well, definitely.
And like my inspiration for like learning guitar, and that was Jimi Hendrix. So yeah. And then I listen to The Cure a lot, but that's like
Hendrix.
Yeah.
Is there like a certain, obviously from your childhood, is there a certain album that you remember, or a certain song that kind of got you into music as well?
That's a good question.
Oh mate, I don't know. Carry On Wayward Son by Kansas proper got us into like classic rock. That's a good shout. That proper got us into classic rock.
I would say for me,
playing
like,
GTA 5 and then it comes on the radio.
Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys. That's an album that like stands out to me. Not necessarily influences like with writing, but it's always been one that I've listened to since I was little, and like I'll still listen to it today, and I absolutely like adore it. So that's a good one. Yeah.
Probably like a specific song, "Misery Business" by Paramore.
Oh, that's a good song. Oh, I love that song.
Me and my sister had like good times as well, so I'd say probably that one. Yeah.
Okay. Matthew does.
I don't know really. I think Elmer Rigby. I don't know, just that's a good that song. Just just like the layers and that is like absolute class.
Yeah.
So what was the first gig that you went to that really stuck in your mind and made you want to be in a band?
Arctic Monkeys for me.
You know what? Yeah, we all went to see Arctic Monkeys about 2 years ago when they were doing
when they were Tranquility
Base Hotel.
That tour. I don't know, like there are lots of gigs where I've seen more like smaller independent bands, and that makes us think, oh, like I definitely want to do that. But like seeing them, knowing like where they came from, and like the journey, like I don't know, like they're definitely one who have like consistently just got better and better. I think
the fact that we all went to see it as well.
This was before together, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was before we'd started the band. I think me and Jake and Dom had a band beforehand, but apart from that, like I think just the fact we were all there,
Yeah,
We experienced that.
that
together,
was
like,
such a good
it
gig.
was a good gig. That
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself.
it's very nice.
It's very nice. It's super cool.
So can you tell us a little bit about your music?
Who wants to do it?
Well,
Should I-
Joe,
should I
take
make it?
that one.
Well, I think over the past year we've like dipped in and out of a lot of different genres and styles. Like it started off quite heavy, and like over the first lockdown last year, I started to write more acoustic kind of stuff on my guitar, and then it's just developed from there. So like from a very acoustic style, it's developed and like I've added layers and stuff. And because like I'm not absolutely amazing at like guitar, I was able to like pick out like really simple melodies that I think like add loads of simple layers. It's like I don't know, well, music's quite simple, but with like
Definitely.
the different layers, it becomes complex and it like has that like extra edge, I think. But yeah, we'll like play with like rock and it's not like indie rock. But yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't put a genre.
I don't know. I
on it.
wouldn't label it. Like we've got like
We have no dramas.
we are.
We conform to that.
But yeah, it's like it's like all of the songs kind of developed from like acoustic-y kind of stuff, and then have just like went on a journey and developed what they are now. Yeah.
Definitely.
Can you describe your music in 3 words?
Oh, shit.
Oh God.
It's super cool.
It's super cool. There we go. 3.
It's super
That
cool.
was a bit of a
It's super
cop out,
cool.
but aye.
What do you mean? It's super cool.
What would you say makes your music stand out?
Ooh.
I think
Your vocals.
yeah, I think maybe like because if you take away my vocals, like you know we're not like the most complex musicians,
No.
but like I think the fact that it's like a combination of like I don't know if you would put it in a genre that's dominated by male singers, and then putting a female vocalist, kind of like that's what sets us apart, really.
Oh, definitely.
Obviously, you know, we're all individuals and like you know, we're all equal in the band, obviously, but
Yeah.
like it's the female lead vocals that kind of separates from the rest, I think.
Can you tell us a little bit about your latest single you have out?
Possibility, wasn't it?
Possibility. So who wants to talk to me?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
Yeah, again, that was one that was like I wrote like a year and a bit ago when I first started learning guitar, and it was just very simple. And like I don't know, the best way that I write songs is when I write stories and stuff, and it's kind of just a story. And I had it like in my back pocket for a long time. It was just an acoustic song that I really liked, and I knew that could be complex, and like I played around with little things, and then when I brought it to the lads, like everyone's input just made it kind of like grow, and it like
I think that happens with a lot of our
Oh,
songs.
yeah,
Like, I think
100%.
once, if someone writes something,
It didn't have a guitar solo.
Yeah,
it didn't have.
but I did that on when we recorded as well. Like yeah, it was kind of just you know, I had the foundations of it, and then everyone's creative input like
kind of.
Well, we played it.
boosted it.
We played it live, and it's what we played live is completely different to actually what it turned out to be on
Yeah.
the single.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did so much, and I'm glad we did. It made it different.
It's got a fair point. Yeah.
Oh.
So if anyone was listening to your music, well, just about to listen to your music for the first time, what would you say they should expect to hear?
Some class vocals, to be honest. Well, that's what you know. Don't.
I would say like some powerful vocals. You're gonna have to help us out here. I don't know.
Quite nice melodies, I think.
Yeah.
Quite nice melodies for the instrumentation, and then
I don't think people would expect to hear female vocals.
the
though.
backing vocals.
Yeah, no, I
You understand what I
agree.
mean?
Backing vocals.
Something new, something that's not that like we're like completely original, because no band is really, but like
I
you
think
know,
we're quite
something
original, to be honest.
something that like isn't really like that common at the moment.
I would say to always like look out for the backing vocals, because I think that's what it's like.
It's all about layers.
Yeah, it's all about layers.
Layering.
In your local area, do you feel there's enough help around for bands like yourself to get a gig sorted and to get your name out there, really?
Yeah, getting better. Like.
To get a gig sorted, yeah. To get a name out, like the music industry is so saturated that's just hard in general. So I
Yeah.
think in any area that you would go to, I don't think it's like easy enough to just get your name out there.
However, I
I'm
think
gonna be honest.
if we compare it to about 10 years ago, I think we've got a much better chance than we did back then.
Yeah.
I think
You know
it's
what I mean?
it's good, but also like obviously it's hard at the moment because like a lot of the venues that small bands do play at, well, we're not really looking to book at a lot of those venues
No.
because of like the SSD thing, which I'm sure you've heard about. Which is such a shame. I don't know if you like know people that work there or anything, but did you see the statement that they put out?
Not to be honest with you, no, because I've been that bombarded with stuff at the minute. I've not been able to check anything.
Yeah, they put a statement out. I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but like it was kind of it's just such a shame because you know they like look after some of the best venues in Newcastle for like small music artists 100%, like Think Tank and Riverside, Boiler Shop have dropped them actually, haven't they? But
Yeah,
it's like kind of you know the statement that they let out was kind of just deflecting the blame, saying that they're glad that the person who hacked the social medias went to prison, and that like you know just kind of not taking accountability, which is like fair enough if it's lies, but also at the same time you've got to claim those accusations and address them and kind of not avoid them. And it's such a shame that like you know people that look after some really good venues for us.
Yeah.
I think it's a shame that like people rely on those venues to get like.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
bands these days kind of rely on gigs to get money for the band.
Yeah,
I
money
suppose.
and the name out, you know, like support slots and stuff. And it just puts us off even supporting bands that are going to play at those venues. Because,
Yeah.
like, especially with like a female-led band, we don't want to be like associated with like, you know, a company that have got sexual harassment and sexist
It
allegations.
kind of puts everyone in a
against
bad
them.
position. I
Yeah,
suppose.
100%. It puts a spanner in the works, definitely.
Do you have any funny or interesting gig stories that you can share?
Oh, dear. No. Oh no. Jake once told a
Go on,
joke
Jake.
on stage.
Because
Oh
it's
my god.
I was and the
No,
way
let Jake
I'll
tell
give
us
some context to the
first.
story.
Can I tell your one?
Oh,
yes, go on,
I'll
tell
give some context. Someone else can tell what I said.
Oh,
Like, so my guitar string broke, and I needed another guitar.
So I
And
went
while I was getting another guitar, it was just like a silence. So I was like, I might as well tell a daft laugh here, get some people laughing.
What did you even say?
So what's the
Get
difference
it,
between
get
a
it.
I don't want to say it. Someone else is.
what's the difference between a dog and a cat? One's a dog, one's a cat.
Oh my god, no, but like it was it's just it was so awkward. This was like a gig at like a pub, like where there was just like
People,
like old men drinking, and like everyone was just like looking at me, and I was like, that was so much worse than the silence. That was so much worse. Bless him. And then Dominic won.
Don't even ask. Yeah,
Dominic at like our last gig that we played, he had a girlfriend, and like he took the microphone off me, and he went, this next song is for, what did you say? Like this.
No, Ricky, can I give some backstory here?
No. I'll tell the backstory. So let's just see what you said.
No, I said this one's dedicated to the bit. I did say bitch, sorry, but
You like right? No, he basically just like was like address the girl in the audience, be like, this song is dedicated to you. And the girl was right next to his girlfriend, and all of his girlfriend's friends were like, oh my god, and he just completely ignored his girlfriend.
no, I didn't say. I said it after. I said it after.
Literally,
Yeah, which is just embarrassing,
So
wasn't
we
it?
played Hot Stuff by Donna Summer, and he was meant to point to his girlfriend and say, "This is for you."
So he pointed to the
wrong
girl next to her. Yeah, that didn't go down well. And then he said as an afterthought to his girlfriend, and that's his ex-girlfriend. You can tell why.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dominic.
She has a good record right there.
Oh no!
Honestly, I wanted to die at the moment, Beatles.
There, I think that's a good story, to be fair.
No, it's not.
What do you actually have planned for the rest of this year?
Well, I'm glad you asked that.
It's a good question.
It is a good question. We've got a few new songs in the works at the moment, which I think are
Best yet?
best yet by an absolute mile, by an absolute mile. And once we get in the studio and record them, they'll be released. Like, I'm not sure. Like,
You know, yeah, we don't know when. We don't know when we'll be able to get in the studio.
there's no
but,
dates yet.
But this, yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
definitely.
And potentially
We've got like a headline gig
show.
sorted.
Our first headline, because all we've ever done is played support and stuff. So, you know, we want to do our first headline this year.
Definitely.
Very groovy.
But if the band had to be remembered for one thing apart from your music, what would you want it to be?
The live performances.
The live
if I'm going to be honest.
performances,
Definitely.
yeah.
I think that's what.
Put on a
we
good
make-
show,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Break a leg.
100%.
Definitely break a leg at every show.
Do you have any gigs planned for the rest of this year?
Yes.
Any gigs?
We've got a headline gig planned.
Yeah, potentially a headline at the Clooney, we're hoping.
Riverside.
Um, Maybe Riverside's like a sticky one, we don't know, because of obviously the SSD thing, we still don't know if we're going to take that one. Because again, we just don't want to be associated with like that, but we don't know, because they might end up dropping their SSD, like we have no idea. But
I mean, I'm sure if, like everything sort of opens back up, we'll have loads.
oh yeah, like
by the end of the year, definitely.
we'll definitely a headline, like without a doubt, if we can, if gigs, you know, if venues open and stuff.
And if you could collab with anybody, an artist or a band on a song, who would it be and why?
We're gonna go in order again. Okay, Matthew Dodds. Who would you collab with the Redroom with? The Redroom with?
Well, you would do your favourite one technically, but like what?
That's a hard question.
Go on, son.
I don't really know.
Go on.
Putting us on the spot, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go on. Who would you collab with?
I know mine.
What's yours then? You say yours.
I would say Sam Fender instantly because, well, you know, we've got history with him. So, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie.
like every.
Who would I collab the Redroom with? I'd collab the Redroom with the 1975.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a lovely one.
But just, I think we put on a good show. That's why. Just why. We'd make terrible music, but it would be good.
Yeah. I think Royal Blood. I love Royal Blood. And like if back in the early days, we were like very kind of like royal. We were obsessed with Royal Blood songs. So yeah, that's like the heavier side of our music, but Royal Blood.
I think I would like to All Time Low, probably.
All time low.
Yeah.
All time low.
Yeah.
Why?
Dear Maria calls me in. It's a quality song. If I'm going to be honest.
Class, be the most insane show ever.
It'd be quite strange, but a good crossover, I would say.
Is there any information that you want me to put onto the interview as well?
I can't think of any. Not that we've not already said.
And I have some new music coming soon, I suppose.
Yeah.
New music and merch potentially coming soon.
My boy Turnbull hooking me up with these stickers,
Yeah.
Lighters and stickers.
Just, you know.
Thank you very much, guys, and thank you for taking your time out to do the interview. And hopefully, we'll speak to you again soon.
Oh
Thank you.
yeah, definitely. Thank you very much.